Hello there fellow NPCs, I'm Scythe, and today we're getting back into the house in Fata Morgana, and we are listening to that faux French again. But yeah, we are at the third door. We are learning that Jacopo is, for some reason, believes that his wife, the white-haired girl, looks down on him, or something along those lines, and therefore hates her. And is always trying to put her in her place. Very strange, very interesting, but I guess that's part of the curse. We'll see how that all goes, now won't we? Let's go. The next morning, Jacopo stood alone in the den by the billiards table. He appeared to be rather agitated. His face was twisted into a frown, his pointer finger tapping restlessly against the hard surface of the table. Evidently no longer able to stay in one place, he paced a circle around the table, then swiped up a rack and the cue, setting up a game of 9-ball. I am not intimately familiar with the ways by which men entertain themselves, but in truth, I was bewitched by the sight of him leaning over the table. I mean, you did say you did not like him. Do you find him attractive though? Is that what that means, or just the fact that he's leaning over? It almost seemed as though a steel rod ran straight from his shoulder to the tip of his outstretched finger, upon which the cue was secured by another finger looped over it. Okay. With a smooth flowing motion, he thrust the cue forward slightly, pulling it back and repeating the process once more, before ramming it into the cue ball, sending it rolling into the diamond of colored balls. A chorus of clicks and clacks emanated from the center of the room. Balls collided with one another and ricocheted off the cushioned walls, a few landing in the pockets situated around the edge of the table. Jacopo appeared to have accomplished this with little trouble, but I imagine merely striking the cue ball with a stick would be rather difficult for someone inexperienced. But despite his accomplishments, he seemed to only exacerbate his agitation. Lousy positioning, he muttered, though I hadn't the faintest idea what he was talking about. What should have been a game for his enjoyment, he went about with a constant look of exasperation. I suspect he was using it as a way to blow off steam. And as a result, the tension in the air was palpable. I felt that it would be improper to intrude upon him, even considering my distaste for the man. There was an undeniable beauty in every motion he made, every perfectly audible clack of billiards balls bouncing off one another. It was an enchanting sight. But then, someone without the slightest regard or appreciation for beauty came marching in with a hammer to shatter it like glass. Gotta say, that was pretty impressive. Is that Maria? No, a man. A man leaned against the frame of the open door. He was neither a resident nor a worker of the mansion. The man's face was covered in scraggly stubble, his body draped in grime-caked garments. His eyes were sunken so deep that it was as though I was looking at a fleshless skull, though there was a feral glimmer in them. Needless to say, he was not prim and proper. How long have you been here? Tommaso? Okay. Not long, but man, I can't help laughing. You were completely in your own world there. What do you want, and why didn't you send a maid for me? Don't be such a hard ass, we ain't strangers, man. Why should family have to go through the maids to see you? That just ain't right, brother. Your door should always be open for family. It's his brother. Enough. I am not your family. We're bound by something even stronger than blood. Okay. By our family, our Koska. Don't. You only ever bring up the Koska when it's in your interest. Ooh, scary. Come on now, what happened to you, little Jack? Where's the little boy who used to call me Uncle Tommy go? Don't you dare use that godforsaken name. Get the hell out of my sight. What in God's name are you doing here? The man hailed from the same country as Jacopo. They had a peculiar relationship. Though they were not blood related, he referred to Jacopo as family. They came from a sunny island in the Mediterranean Sea, a place of many unique customs, and an entire underground society. Oh, what's that underground society? Is Jacopo involved in that? Koska was a word that originated from and referred to those underworld families. Ooh, they are both from the underworld, I see. He actually made something big of himself here. It would be another 30 or so years before organizations like theirs received much public attention. At the time, they were not widely known. Kind of like the Mafia, I guess. Just a short step into the future and they would grow so powerful the very mention of them would send a chill through the room. Hey now, that's no way to talk to your fellow p17. You're the only shortlist to become the next Capofamiglia. Capofamiglia. We respect our brothers. That's how we operate. I could go home and say you threw me out of your house. How do you like those rumors to spread? The soon-to-be Capofamiglia wouldn't even listen to a little request. I very much doubt anything you said could damage my reputation. I ain't been exiled yet. And as long as I'm still one of them, they won't ignore me. Ooh, that's some mighty fine-looking whiskey you got there. Don't mind if I do. Nothing here is for you to drink. Booze is my lifeblood, man. No love for a brother? You worthless leech. It surely won't be long before you'll find yourself in exile. If you're lucky enough to get out of the hook with just exile, that is. A child could snap that scrawny neck of yours. If I'm gonna go, I'd rather go tied up, tortured for days, covered in tiny little cuts from head to toe. You sick bastard. You disgust me. Call me a carnal adventurer. I despise the mundane. Last thing I want is to go out like a wet fart. Is this what you came for, to waste my time with your insipid nonsense? Oh, hardly. Surely you have an idea what I'm here for, and how much I need. You damned maggots. A worthless leech, a sick bastard, and a damned maggot. What other names do you got up your sleeve for me? You son of a... Do you honestly think this is how you ask for a favor? Whoops. Excuse me. I beg of thee, oh esteemed future Capofamiglia. I'm bone broke, not even enough money to put bread on the table. Could you spare a little for your brother? For a brother. You brought this on yourself, I'm sure. I hear more than enough stories about you, and hardly any of them pleasant. Drinking, gambling, debauchery. I'm humiliated to be in the same cask as you. You wanna make money playing, you gotta learn the game first. Says the worm who played himself into oblivion. Now, do you honestly believe I'll give you anything? Oh, but you will. You got no choice. Casca rules, you're required to help a fellow countryman. Especially considering how few of us there are stranded on this colossal landmass. You won't even notice the money's missing. Ain't because you can't, but because you don't wanna. But Jacopo, being a tight ass does nothing for you. Me coming to you for help keeps your good name clean. That's the thing about being boss. You quietly keep little shits like me out of trouble. So that trouble don't come raining back on you. You do not seem to understand your place. Rather than lecturing me, you should be on your hands and knees begging and crying for my help. If that's what you want, I'll gladly comply. Happy to kiss your boots while I'm at it. Don't even think about it. Know this, there won't be a second time. I will be reporting your conduct to the family back home. I look forward to seeing how they deal with you. Just try to have a little mercy, would you? Hey! Is there a maid around? It doesn't matter who. How may I serve you, master? Get a single stack from the safe. Here's the key. It goes without saying, but don't touch anything else. Give the money to that man as you're escorting him out the door. As you wish. Is that all you needed? Yes, now get to it. Very well. Excuse me. Well, that's one looker of a maid you got there. But there's something, I don't know, eerie, strange about her? Fancy that, we agree on something. How long she's been working here? Couldn't tell ya. As I recall, she came with the house. Is that the kind of woman you fancy? A gal you can't read will always be interesting. Is that so? Now that I mention it, how old is that woman? Though I suppose it doesn't much matter. Oh, yeah, Jacopo. One other thing I wanted to talk to you about. What is it this time? And if it's more of your blather, I will shoot you dead where you stand. No need for threats. This one's about your, better half. What about my wife? Well, to put it simply, yeah. She came to me asking for advice, looking a little distressed. Did she now? My wife asked you for advice. Yep. From the sounds of it, you're pretty rough on the little lady. That just ain't right, man. You managed to snag yourself a broad that pretty, you ought to treat her at least a little better, you hear? She looks good with a smile. You gotta make her show it to you every once in a while. Why would she come to you about that? Don't ask me. Maybe she ain't got no one else to talk to. And for whatever it's worth, I am part of the same Costco. Guessing she thought I'd get through to you easier? Really, you just have to put a little more thought into how you act around her, and she'll be smiling for you like always. Oh yeah, I got just the thing. Woman loves this stuff. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Is that perfume? Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. I'm a big fan of the stuff too. Smells great. Pretty girl smiles as you're wearing some of this. Any man be in love in an instant. You've never given her nothing fashionable before, have you? May look like just scented water, but you can't let that fool you. Go on, give it to her. You like a nice man lady too, don't you? A little bit of scent can give a different flavor to your nighttime excitement. Vanilla. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll be taking my leave. Don't want to keep your maid waiting for too long and get on her bad side. Hold on, Tommaso. Why would she make it last? That's all the advice your Uncle Tommy has for you. Ciao! Wait, Tommaso! Yeah, he was kind of fun. But yeah, mobster brothers in arms. I could go after him. It would be a simple task to catch him, grab him by the neck, and make him tell me. Tell me where he spoke with her, and what she told him. Or why? Why will my legs not move? Asking him for advice. Fashionable perfume. Her smile. She looks good with a smile. She's smiling for you like always. That can't be. She hardly ever smiles around me. But she'll smile for him? Last night when she was short of breath, having such a grand time wearing that perfume. Getting ready to leave the house. Just who was that smile for? God damn it. Don't you think I'll let you run in free any longer? That was a difficult sentence. His eyebrows were furrowed, creating deep creases on his forehead. Several servants stood off to the side, watching the master attentively as he stomped past them. Watching their master attentively as he stomped past them down the corridor. However, no one said a word to him. Had I not been preoccupied attending to his countrymen, I likely could have prevented it. The look on his face would have made it obvious something bad was about to happen. Something that would serve only to further her misfortune. She was already in a less than ideal situation, and it was her perched on the edge of a hill, soon to begin rolling down into even worse territory. Jacopo? What's the matter? If you wanted to visit, you could have said something, rather than coming in without knocking. Is that really necessary? Pardon? Is there something you so desperately want to keep from me that I must knock before entering? That I should have let you know in advance that I'm coming? Oh, that is bad. I'm guessing I'm gonna see the entire thing, but that is bad. What are you... Well, is there? You went to talk to him behind my back, I'm told. What do you tell him? You moan to him about my behavior? There we go. That hurts. Anyone who hurts my white-haired girl shall receive my fury, as I am the witch. You told him I'm rough with you. You cried on his shoulder because I'm not nice enough. Him, of all people. Wait, Jacopo. You're mistaken, let me... Silence! Not a word! Not a single godforsaken word! The only thing that comes out of your mouth is excuses. Lies and fabrication. You put on this sweet innocent little girl act, but what's really going through your head? Maybe I should just rip that mask off your face. Stop, Jacopo! You look down on me. Your nobility. Oh, that's why he's having issues. And I'm just a nobody who married into it. No, stop. Let go of me, please. It's not the curse. It's insecurity. And that is what's cursing him, essentially. When did it start? How long have you been seeing him? Who else have you been seeing? Covering yourself in fashionable perfume and smiling, even though you never smile around me. Please, let me go. I can see it in your eyes. He's just a worthless commoner. Why would you think that? Why will you not listen to me? Silence! It's all your fault! Every last thing! I tell you not to leave the house, but you do! I tell you to do as I say, but you ignore me! Every last thing you do drives me mad! I don't have time right now to deal with this. To rack my mind over you, over a woman. I don't have time for it. Why do you not do as I say? Yeah. Do you not have enough already, huh? Will you not be satisfied until you're taken even my arms and legs? I've given you money, clothing, everything. You have an incredible life. Look around you. The life of luxury you and your parents wanted. It's right here. You have it. What more could you possibly want? Why do you insist on being unfaithful? I'm spitting like crazy right now. Unfaithful? You think that what I'm doing is unfaithful to you? How else should I describe it? You leave your room despite me ordering you not to. Don't you think I don't know? Oh, holy crap, what's happening to the image? Don't think I don't know when you come to the den the other day? You had your eyes on the other man. No, I did not. I had no such inclination. Enough! Not another word from you! I have no interest in your excuses. If that's how you're gonna act, then say goodbye to your freedom. You're forbidden from leaving the mansion, or your room for that matter. Or even speaking to the servants. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll make you a new room. Too many people come in and out of this one. It'll be something quieter. Out of the way. You like the garden. How about I put it there? If you leave that room without my permission, this time, I'll kill you! Why? Why will you not listen to me? Jacopo, the master of the house, likely loved the white-haired girl, and my voice went way deeper right now. Holy crap. That is what I saw in their exchange. Normally, love is supposed to be a sweet, warm, wonderful emotion. It makes you care for, value that person even more than yourself. But it was the exact opposite for him. I never knew that love could be such a painful thing. How did his love end up so twisted? What did he expect to happen by confining and abusing the woman he loved? Perhaps he was conscious of that. To be human is to sometimes find yourself driven by uncontrollable internal impulses. A few days later, Jacopo dragged the white-haired girl from her chamber and led her outside. The garden she had once loved was now a thing of the past. It had become a dreary space, nary a rose in sight, and being taken there did nothing to improve her mood, only sadden her further. The cold grey piles of metal freckling the barren earth seemed to mock her. Her husband led her, the lady of the house, to a shed that had been repurposed into a Spartan living area. She begged and pleaded, but Jacopo would not have it. He shoved her into the sad little shack and locked the door. Well, let's butcher this man, shall we? Ooh, that's a pretty house, though. I mean, it's pretty as a painting. Caught in a quagmire. How did things end up this way? Why? All I wanted was to go back to the way things used to be. For us. To be able to smile around each other. It had been several days since Jacopo had locked her into the shed, and her day-to-day life was only growing more arduous. She was under constant surveillance. The door was only unlocked to deliver her meals, 3 times a day. And despite what an unfortunate situation their employer's wife found herself in, the maid chatted and gossiped and giggled freely. Not even in the shadows, out of her presence, the tactless young maidservants whispered directly to the white-haired girl when they brought her meals. Oh, not even in the shadows. Ooh. Look at you, madam, caged away like cattle. I could almost hear the sound of cracks forming in her heart. I imagine she had gotten to the point where she was having difficulty merely holding herself together. She had done nothing wrong, and yet she was forced to live this life of insults and mockery. Of ridicule. The only reason a tenuously held together spirit did not completely shatter was because she still had her one and only ally. The maid Maria volunteered to attend to the white-haired girl. Maria took over the duty of delivering her 3 meals, meaning the other maids stopped coming by. And that relieved the white-haired girl's mental and emotional stress considerably. Maria became her sole conversation partner, her sole companion. She did not leave as soon as the meals were finished, instead remaining in the shed with the white-haired girl for some time. So, madam, about a funny story. I flubbed up pretty hard the other day. You want to hear about that? So a couple of days back, I didn't get enough sleep the previous night, right? So I'm helping out in the kitchen, half awake, plating up some food. And when I go to bring it out to our guests, my heart about leaps out of my mouth. Guess what? What I thought was a plate was actually an ashtray. Man, I was sweating like a pig. The guests didn't seem to notice, but the other maids were pale as ghosts the entire time. Just about everyone had themselves a case of the vapors. I got quite the tongue lashing at cleanup. Pretty funny, huh? Oh, did you? Sounds like it was a pretty bad day. Yeah. Hey, madam? I know there's not much point in telling you to cheer up right now, but I'm sure it won't keep you locked up forever. It's just a bit crabby for now. It'll be alright. Although, I guess this is a bit drastic for a temper tantrum. I'm sorry, madam. If only I had pushed him a bit harder. If only I had a little more influence. He might not be in this situation. I thought I could be of some help, but I guess I'm not doing a great job of that. Of course not, Maria. You absolutely are. Just your being here takes a great weight off my shoulders. Still though, I feel so worthless. Because I'm just a maid, I can't set you free. It's okay. I'm used to being imprisoned. What? What do you mean you're used to it? He never locked your door before. Oh. You're right. I'm not sure why, but I feel as though I've been in a similar predicament before, lacking freedom and contact with others for a long stretch of time. I'm sure it's simply the exhaustion getting to you, madam. No one should ever be used to living like this. Yes, I agree. And I pray things go back to the way they were soon. Has getting mad at him never crossed your mind? Getting mad? Yeah, you know, when he yells, you yell back. Let him know he is in the wrong. Never considering doing that? I guess you're not one to get angry, madam. Which would mean you're a better fit for the Holy Mother than me. Oh no. I do, sometimes want to get angry. To tell the truth, it's almost always going through my mind how, if I did raise my voice, perhaps he would listen to what I have to say. But when I'm standing there in front of him, and he starts shouting at me, I freeze up and end up not saying a word. I'm just such a pitiful woman. Everything about me. When I need to speak up most, to stand up for myself, I cannot. Oh, don't look so down. That's not a bad thing. It's just got you in a little bit of a pickle right now. But I'll clear everything up with him. You hear me? In my mind, your modesty is a virtue. And the more I think about it, I can't even imagine you screaming. I like you better the way you are, reserved and ladylike. You can leave all the yelling to me. I'll do whatever I can to help you, madam. Just hug her! Were you able to clear up his confusion about the night when we were dancing? About that. Sorry, he just wouldn't hear it. I see. But I'm not throwing in the towel. I'll keep trying, as long as it takes. So? Say, Maria, could I, perhaps, ask another favor? Huh? Yeah, sure, let me have it. I would like to write him a letter. A letter? To someone who lives in the same house? Yes. As things stand, I cannot seem to go visit him on a whim. And I feel as though I could calmly express on paper things I am unable to say to him face to face. I suspect I might have more luck that way. I also believe he would be more likely to maintain his composure reading my thoughts in a letter than hearing them from my mouth. With it, I can clear up all the confusion, and things can go back to the way they were. A letter? Interesting. I'll write the letter, which I would like you to deliver to him. May I ask that of you? Absolutely, not a problem. Thank you, Maria. You are the only person I can count on. And I mean that. That is fucking heartbreaking. Why? How did this happen? Why would she betray me? I wanted to give her a decently happy life. I didn't want to get violent with her. Yet when I saw her face, when I heard what she had to say, I couldn't restrain myself. I guess what it comes down to is that no matter how you dress up, I am still a p17. There was never any way for this bloodline to give that girl happiness. God damn it. Why am I fretting over this nonsense? And I'm supposed to be the future head. Ha! An illusion. But they're dancing. They really are. And they look like they're having a wonderful time. Are you sure it's an illusion and not something else? To me, it does not seem to be. I cannot see it as anything but two tiny people dancing. That's how it works. Reach out your hand and try to grab them. You won't be able to. Ah, you're right. That's a shame. I didn't think you actually would. But it's the most precious thing. They look as though they're dancing atop my palm. It's almost frightening how much innocence rests within those hands. Oh, right, of course, we're going to see his side of this whole thing. It's as if they've been completely cut off from all the world's filth. My hands, however, are soaked in blood. I fear that bringing her into my world may taint her. Am I capable of protecting this woman's purity? Yeah, self-hatred. Hatred. He's... Oh, crap, of course. The more richer he gets, you can't simply get rich by playing the nice guy. You have to do dirty things in order to get rich. That's how we get shit like Amazon. And Coca-Cola, you know. And he has done something along those lines. And he doesn't want her to get impure. Dirty. And yet, as I watched her so joyously playing, I felt as though I had gotten close to her. I was the one being a child that day. Jacopo, it's me, Maria. Is it alright if I come in? Maria. It's fine. Come in. Alrighty. Call me surprised. I didn't think you'd let me in. Have I ever denied you access to my room? Nope, but you've been looking pretty glum lately. I've never exactly been a cheery man. That's true enough. I know you told me before not to talk about your wife, but I'm going to stick my nose where it doesn't belong today. There's been a lot of chatter among the maids lately about you getting it rough with her. I mean, you've got the poor thing locked up in a shed outside. You're not leaving the best impression on anyone. You here to box my ears? I don't know. 50-50. The other half is, I'm concerned about you. I know you're not the kind of man to threaten someone without a good reason. You're not. I thought you were friends with her. I am. And it hurts seeing her in so much pain. Then why has that not changed the way you act around me? I would think you'd be scorning me with the rest of the maids. Oh, I see how it is. You don't trust me. And we've known each other for so long. This isn't a question of whose side I'm on. You're in pain too, I can see that. You've always bottled things up, kept them hidden. You're too proud to rely on others. But you should probably vent to someone before it reaches a point where you no longer can. Say, Jacopo, do you remember the promise we made a while back? How far back? Back when you were still shorter than me. Oh, they've known each other for a long time. You were 14 and I was 12. I had to leave town and you came to see me off. Quite frankly, I didn't think you'd come. I was surprised, even if I didn't show it. Another memory. Jacopo? Where is your dad? Or are you here alone? He didn't even tell me. There's no reason you have to leave town. My old man says that campaneas have more power. I should be the one leaving. It's not that simple. Grown-ups have a lot to consider. So don't give me that look, Jacopo. We were kids, but we both kind of started to catch on to the situation with our families, and to the bonds that land held on us. Although we didn't know any of the details at the time. My grandpa owned all the land the city was built on, but he was a very conservative man. He didn't try to spread his influence, instead opting to fortify what he already had. I don't know exactly when it first started, but organizations were used to administrate the cities. And when we were kids, my dad was the Copa Familia and my grandpa his conciliere. But just because he was an advisor didn't mean he was powerless. While my dad made the decisions, my grandpa was the only one allowed to fight him on them. Your father was a capadecina that served under my dad. He wasn't especially happy about that. But parents quarreling doesn't affect their kids. Or at least that's what I thought at the time, and what you probably thought too. But there was still a chance we would be caught in the crossfire, so my dad decided to send me and my mom away. Off the island were some more prosperous areas. He thought that by sending us there, we could live our lives clean, regardless of where we came from. There's no changing what's in your blood, though. You could have told me to. Or were you planning on leaving without saying anything? No, it was just all decided so quickly. Why do you sound so accepting? Adults have a lot to consider. You bet they do, but you could at least let them know you're supposed to it, Maria. But no, your tail went straight between your legs as soon as you were told. You just gave up and accepted it straight away. I thought you were better than that. You think I don't know that? But I'll just be in my dad's way if I stay. I'm a kid, a girl. I wouldn't be of any help if something happened. And I don't want to need someone to protect me. I never once thought of you as a girl. Hey, now that's mean. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Jacopo. Now you're getting me all mushy, too. If anyone should be sad here, it's me. I'm not sad. Oh, really? You're sure not actually torn that I won't be around anymore? You're a huge crybaby after all, Jacopino. Jacopino. Little Jaco. Hey, when have I ever cried? And don't call me that. I made you mad. Short fused as ever, I see. You gotta learn to keep your head. You're a man and the heir to the Bearsati family. Don't you lecture me. So big-headed. You could at least listen to me this once before I'm gone. Hey, Maria. Got a little time to spare? Yeah, sure. But not much. The carriage is gonna be here soon. Do you have enough for a trip to the hill and back? Yeah, I should have time for that. Because of our families, we weren't really able to get along with the other kids in the city, so we played a lot up at the top of that hill. It became kind of like our little secret lair. There was an abandoned house up there. I guess an old farmhouse or something. And kids love that sort of thing, you know. We called it a Casa Nostra, our home. And we pretended it was actually ours. We drew circles on the wall in chalk and used it for target practice. We brought up a bale of straw and used it to make makeshift beds. When either of us got into fights with our parents, we'd stay the night here instead of home. In retrospect, I'm sure they knew where we were going and just let us do our thing. Oh yeah, there was this one time we were playing and a huge storm rolled in, trapping us up there. The wind wasn't just howling, it was screaming bloody murder. It was blowing so hard I thought the house might fly away. As I recall, you were crying that night. Hey, Nero, you here to see me off too? Ah, there you go wagging your tail with a dumb look on your face. You have no idea what's going on, do you? It wasn't just the two of us who had made Casa Nostra our home base, though. There was one more, a stray black dog. I'm pretty sure it didn't actually have black fur, though, and it was just really, really dirty. Of course it doesn't. He's a stupid animal. Oh, don't talk about him like that. He's one of us. What were you planning to do about Nero? Just leave him behind? Nothing else I can do. Can't bring a dog in the carriage. Besides, you're here, so it'll be fine. You take care of Nero, alright? He doesn't like me. You're the only one who can take care of him. Maybe so, but I'm not coming back. You'll starve to death if you don't figure something out. He's a puny runt. I doubt he could win in a fight for scraps. Come on, do it for me. You said you won't be coming back. Did you mean that? Are you absolutely never returning to this town? There's no telling what may or may not happen, so it's best not to get your hopes up. Better that than the pain of getting let down. Well, well. I've turned into quite the cynic, huh? Maybe if I'd been born in a more normal family, I'd be in my room in a pile of dolls right about now. My head in the clouds. I can imagine you doing that. Nor do I think that's normal. Well said. Hey, stop that, Nero! Quit licking me! That tickles, and you reek! Maria? What is it? Come back. I don't care if you don't know when it'll be. Just don't say you'll never return. No one knows how things are gonna end up. Maybe my old man will gain more power, or maybe yours will. If things continue as they are, I'll be your old man. Then down the line, I will work in service of the Campanella family. And that's just fine by me. But even if that's not the future that lies ahead, I promise I will make a place for you. So Maria, question: Do you have a crush on me? What? Kidding! I'm just kidding! No need for a conniption fit. We're just playing around. Here I am trying to have a serious conversation, and then you... Listen to me. I don't have any of those. You know, those kinds of feelings for you. I consider you a lifelong friend, my one and only friend. That's why I came to see you off. And that's why I'm telling you this now. Whether you're a girl or a boy is irrelevant. Friendship lasts much longer than something so fanciful as romance. Am I wrong? Don't laugh, damn it, it's humiliating. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I agree entirely. Yeah, we've always been on the same page, Jacopo. Maybe we did fight a lot, but there wasn't one thing we didn't get through. No one else understood just how lonely it was, wearing a mask for all the other kids, trying to fit into their happy little circle. We couldn't afford to be found out after all. Neither of us had any real allies. Except for each other, of course. Nope. I'm glad I got the chance to play with you. If you hadn't been there, I probably wouldn't have bothered caring for Nero either. It was too funny watching him chase you around. You're a sick girl, Maria. So hey, Jacopo, this place will still be Casa Nostra even after I leave, right? You won't do anything to it, will you? Of course not. This is our home. That was always the plan. Right. Thanks. Though, you know, you being all nice is kinda creepy, Jacopo. It's not gonna start snowing, is it? How rude! Well, if you're gonna be like that, I'm not sure I want to give it to you. Huh? Give what? A present? You should have said that so sooner. Gimme, gimme! You don't have a shred of tact, do you? What's the matter? Come on, what do you bring? Let me have it, soldier. Oh, Maria. Consider this a temporary parting gift. You've been wanting one of these for a while. Ooh, is that a cartridge? From a Colt Navy? No way, did you swipe it? I'll probably catch hell for it too. Wow, this is amazing. I always wanted to get my hands on the real thing. This is from the one hanging up in your house, isn't it? The one your dad was bragging about. They have started selling them this year, and it's ridiculously hard to get your hands on one, or so I hear. Man, guns from the New World are something else, alright. Just imagine the moment the hammer comes crashing down on the back of this, sends chills down my spine. Are you sure you're a girl, going crazy over a bullet cartridge? What's the big deal? I like what I like. You'll get in trouble if you don't put this back though, won't you? Don't worry, I'll return it when you return. and I won't tell anyone I gave it to you. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take you up on that then. Thanks, Jacopo. It'll be my treasure. This goes without saying, but don't you lose it. I'm giving it to you as a symbol of our friendship. No matter how far apart we may be, or how much time may pass, or how things play out with our families, we will always be friends. The cartridge symbolizes that promise. It's a promise, Jacopo. Our families may outwardly hate each other, but I'll always be your friend. Always be on your side. And don't you ever go back on those words. I swear upon this glorious cartridge, this historic land, and the names of my ancestors, I shall not make myself a liar. I trust you, Maria. We'll meet again. I may be many years from now, but that won't change a thing. Our friendship will never fade. Really? They have that much history, huh? God, you were adorable back then. And short to boot. But now, you've hardened so much. I was flabbergasted when I next saw you. Dressed all fancy from head to toe, you'd become quite the smug little bastard, I thought. You sure weren't that little kid anymore? You have quite the memory. Well, yeah, I don't forget my promises. And I'd never forget I said I'd always be on your side. The question is, do you remember? I did. I remember every word you said that day. And as I said, I left Casa Nostra as it was. Though it is quite some distance away now, I imagine if we went back and did a little work on it, we could have it looking just like old times. And Nero? About a year after you left, he suddenly disappeared. And just for the record, I did take care of him, as you told me. I'm guessing got in a fight with another stray or something. I searched, but I could never find him. Oh, well, it has been more than a decade. Not everything's gonna be exactly the same. You, however, haven't changed a bit from the girl you were all those years ago. Neither have you. Sure, you seem different on the outside, but at your core, I believe you haven't changed at all. Still the same old Jacopino. Could you not call me that? I have changed quite a bit, unlike you, and I am well aware of it. Say, Jacopo, do you consider me supportive? Of everything you could have said. Of course you are. You're constantly supporting me, past and present. You are proof of the existence of a kind of friendship that can transcend gender, blood, and any other such distinctions. You know, it's honestly kind of bizarre seeing you without a stick up your ass. Wow, harsh words. Come on now, hear me out. You almost had me blushing there. Anyway, before you put that stick back up there, tell me something. Am I still your only ally? You are? Of everyone in this mansion, I'm the only one. Yes. If she would at least have a little more... Madam, I didn't actually intend to treat her like that. Believe me, Jacopo, I know. I mean, from a girl's perspective, what you did is pretty awful. But hey, I'm not a girl. According to you, anyway. I will always be on your side, no matter what. God, I feel as though I'm being consoled. That's what I was going for. It's interesting, though. They are childhood friends, and she says she's supporting him, and yet she was encouraging the white-haired girl to leave him. I mean, I understand why she would, but she's playing both sides here. I should have never opened up to you. Ha ha ha. Hey, now's probably not the best time to bring this up, but I have a letter. A letter? Written by the madam. Here. A letter from my wife? Let me see it. What the hell am I reading? I was considering keeping it secret, but having seen it, I thought hiding it from you might only hurt you more, so I decided it was best to show you. Who is this? Who is this letter for? It's as if... But that can't. I love you? Who is she writing to? I don't know this man. Take a deep breath, Jacopo, and listen to me. The madam is having an affair. Oh, you absolute bitch. I like you. Why do you want Jacopo for yourself, though? I mean, it does make sense considering that she was encouraging the white-haired girl to leave him. But what the hell? That, however, will be the end of today's episode. That last plot twist had me rolling. Damn it. I like Maria. But not anymore, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And thank you, Joseph, for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. If you guys want to help me out, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.